We all hold what we believe to be true close to our hearts. Unfortunately, there are those things that we hold dear close to our heart that are just wrong. For instance, you've heard that you should wait 30 minutes before swimming after eating. That was pounded into my head as a young un. And the truth is, ain't no scientist ever ate a lot of food and jumped in the pool to find out. There just isn't no data to back that bullshit up. So eat well, my friends, and get wet. Now, when I was younger, my mother used to scold me a lot for sitting close to the TV, claiming I was going to ruin my eyesight. But that wasn't the worst of it. She also kept on yelling at me that I was soon to go blind because I was playing with my ding-a-ling. Well, hell, 50 years later, my pecker might be sore as all get out, but I see just fine. Kinda, sorta. On another note, you've all heard of the 5-second rule. You know, the law of the universe that says if you drop a cookie crumb on the floor, you've got a full 5 seconds to pick it up and stuff it in your mouth. After that 5 seconds, though, that cookie crumb is contaminated with the likes of dog hair and all kinds of germs. Now, I don't want to go out and get all you religious people in a twisted knot, but I'm telling you, there is no set and specified number of wise men in the Bible. Sure, it could have been 3 or 300. God just wants us to keep guessing, keeping everything mysterious, 'cause that's what God does. Along the line of finding religious beliefs that are outright misleading, an awful lot of people out there believe humans were around at the same time that dinosaurs were. Those are the same people that believe the moon is hollow, the earth is flat, and that Donald Trump is the second coming of Christ. Now, if you know anything about history, and most people don't, you've probably heard that Marie Antoinette, when told her subjects didn't have any bread to eat, replied, "Let them eat cake." Personally, I never believed she said it, 'cause damn it, if she had given cake away instead of bread, she'd never have lost her head. From cake to Christmas, I'm betting you've heard the modern version of Santa Claus was invented by Coca-Cola. I hate to burst your snowman, but Santa Claus as we know him, with beard and red suit, has been around for a while, way before Coca-Cola used and abused his goodwill in their creative marketing scheme. Now, the following is a complete mind bender, because I was always told that chastity belts were meant to preserve a girl's virtue, her charms. Turns out that isn't what they were for. They were designed to retain a young woman's sanity. Huh? What? Turns out, a couple hundred years back, men believed that if young women masturbated, it'd drive them nuts. You know, crazy. So some dude came up with what we know as the chastity belt. Moving on, washing your hands is not much to do with chastity belts unless you ain't wearing one and you made a mess doing what you ain't supposed to be doing. But when you was young, how often did your mama scold you asking you if you washed your hands after you've been to the bathroom? I mean, no mother ever asked that politely. They always kind of look angry when they demand to know if our hands were washed. Fact is, most bathrooms probably don't have nowhere near the amount of germs your phone has, 'cause most public bathrooms are disinfected a couple of times a day. Now, there are all kinds of old wives' tales out there, all invented, no doubt, by mothers who wanted their kids to grow up healthy, wealthy, and wise. You know, things like don't swallow your gum 'cause it won't digest for 7 years. And I'm sure your mama used to tell you not to go outside with wet hair or you'll catch cold. Or perhaps she'd yell at you that coffee stunts your growth if you wanted to know what coffee tastes like. Turns out there's a lot of things we've learned in our life that just ain't true. If you think about it, and I don't want to, we learn an awful lot of crap in our lives that just ain't true. So maybe we ought to start questioning everything we've ever been told. All those little things our mamas used to tell us. Ugh. I mean, don't go out in the cold with wet hair. Don't jump in the pool after you ate for 30 minutes. Don't do this, don't do that. Oh, what a bunch of bullshit it all was. You know, it's fascinating when you think about it, though. that a lot of those myths, a lot of those little myths that our mamas used to tell us, how much of an effect they've had on our personal lives. I mean, and probably even, you know, across the width and breadth of society or a culture, you know. Those little myths carry on. And what am I trying to say? And I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't drank enough tequila yet. I don't know. But I started drinking coffee when I was young, even when my mom was pointing her finger at me, telling me it was going to stunt my growth. Okay, what do I got to say about that? Because I'm 6'2" or 6'1", but I'm old, so I've kind of shrunk it a half inch or something, I think. Okay, but my belly's grown bigger. I'm out of here. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling on. Peace out, people. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Go have a cup of coffee. Go jump in the pool. I don't know.